Oh. Okay, hi everyone. In this video, it's an unboxing video of a product which I got, which is actually a new product for my GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black Edition. I think it might actually work on other products. And what it is, it came in I even got a baseball cap. Yay! I've never worn a baseball cap. I love the baldness. And I got lots of stickers. Stickers, good for the DJI Phantom. Okay, you're probably still wondering, yes, Dom, what is it? What is it? Okay, I shall show you. In here, you can see I've got a thing called the Bluetooth audio pack Sena and an expand pack. So what this is the ability to get good audio from my GoPro Hero when the GoPro is not necessarily directly beside me, or if it's in a slightly different location. So let's do the unboxing of these two interesting things. What I thought this would be is I would be able to stick my GoPro onto my DJI Phantom. However, I think there's a problem and I won't be able to do that and get kind of me giving a narration of the flights that I do with this in real time. So let's unbox and find out. Okay, so if you're still trying to figure out what this is, that's okay. What it is a waterproof audio housing for the GoPro, so you can get better sound quality. I'll put the link to Sena Bluetooth in the link down below if you want to buy it yourself. But this is kind of like an audio test to see how well it is. Now, ooh, packaging. I'm always a good believer of if you need to read instructions, it's too complicated. And I think, right, bits falling everywhere. Now this bit is the important bit. So what we do is I'm just going to turn the GoPro off. So just so you know, this is the audio we're getting from the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black Edition while it's in its case. I'll just take it out of its waterproof case because that's what we need to do. And this is the audio that we're getting straight from the GoPro. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach these bits onto it. Let's see how this works. Okay, so without so you get a nice new bigger GoPro case, which looks a little bit fiddly to take on and off, but not to worry. Okay, so slightly bigger case, as you can see in comparison to the normal case there, and a little bit bigger at the back as well. Okay, I'm just going to do this without reading any instructions. So what we have is we have this bit. So I need to put this into the back of that. I don't know if it needs to be powered up or anything beforehand. Oh, gotta make sure it goes on the right way. So there's a clippy bit here. So into the clip, just kind of like if you had the LCD pack. Yeah, so there's one way that it goes, and that's with the little arrow pointing to the back bit. That goes in there. Okay, I have to push pretty darn hard to get that in, and then, so what we've got a case here, or we can just stick it back into this case, I'm guessing. Now, need to open up the expand. Let's get this open. So this is a long-range Bluetooth intercom, and that's what it's meant to look like on the front. So you can, I suppose it has multi-purposes, not necessarily for like GoPro stuff. Conference, intercom, music sharing, cool stuff. Again, let's hope this also doesn't need me to read the instructions, as I don't like reading. Oh, nice box. Nice box. Sena expand. Chunky instructions. We'll ignore them. USB power and data cables. Microphone windscreen. So like a little fluffy dead cat, and a USB cable thing, and then bingo, that's it. So these, there's that. This is the headset, and it's got a whole bunch of cool buttons at the side. And is there a left and right? I don't know, let's see. a good old look at the instruction pack for both the headset and the Bluetooth pack, because I was like, okay, it's not that simple. Well, it is. I lie. It is simple. You just need to know button pressings. For example, to get the GoPro to connect with your headphones the first time, what you need to do is have this turned on, get it set to pairing by holding that button there, have this turned on, and to turn this on you need to press two buttons, the center button and the plus button, and when you do that it even says hello. Listen to this.
Hello.
So maybe you're able to hear that there. And then once it's on, you can see there's a little blue light flashing there. So a blue light flashing on the back of the headset, and on the GoPro, I'll just turn it on. And then on the back, just turn the headset on. So it's saying it's blue, that's saying that the power is good. So all that red flashing saying power is pretty good. And then that's already paired up, actually. That's already going. Okay, so here I'm going to be testing out the 4 different sounds that we get with the GoPro. Just now it's currently just not even in its case. Its case is over here. And we're also going to be then trying it with the different settings on the Sena Bluetooth device here. So just now this is the quality of the audio that you get from the GoPro Hero 3 with nothing in. What I'll do, we'll do a little test. So I'll say a little poem, and we can compare the audio quality from each device. So the poem will be, the train may have passed over the Tay 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, for the track was blown away. Simple little poem there. Okay, now I'm going to stick this on. Okay, so that last video bit there was with both the settings turned to off. So what we can tell there is that if you've got the Bluetooth device off, the GoPro camera will now record no sound whatsoever. So that's something to be aware of. Now what I've done is I've just turned it so that it's just the mic setting on, and this is the audio that we're getting from it. So we'll just do the review here. So the poem is: the train may have passed over the Tay 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. Now this setting, what I've done is I've turned both the Bluetooth setting on and the mic setting, but I'm not got this beside me and I don't have it on. So this should be pretty duff audio. There should be a bit of a bad noise with it. To really get the benefits from this, you need to be speaking into this. So first of all, if you'd accidentally pressed both the buttons, this is how it sounds. The train may have passed over the Tay 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. So now I've got the So now I've got the headset connected, and I've got both buttons turned to on. And the headset just said I'm connected. So you're getting the audio from the microphone here. So here's the test of this. The train may have passed over the Tay 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. Now for the last one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the internal mic of the GoPro Hero 3 on the audio pack off. So now with the headset on, I'll do the poem again. So the train may have passed over the Tay 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. So there's obviously an audio difference there, and you're not getting the kind of reverb or anything even in this room where there is a bit of an echo. But what I find quite interesting is if I touch my GoPro, I think you're probably not going to be hearing anything. The actual headset itself is pretty well attached to my head, so you're not hearing any kind of movement. But what I find really weird is if I just put you here and I go for a little walk, it's really weird for me in the video viewing part is how if I go away, the sound carries on being exactly the same without changing in volume, and there's no kind of idea of, oh, I've suddenly gone a long distance away. I think this would definitely be good for some sort of, like if you're doing some tutorials, if you're in a studio and you're doing a video tutorial, and having a lapel mic, where you don't need a lapel mic and battery and a transmitter. Or if you're fully wired up, you'd have a wire from here down through the ground all the way up to the actual camera. It'd be such a palaver. You probably don't need this full headset. This headset's more for if you're on a actually no, there is a motorbike attachment, so that's a completely different thing. But maybe one where it's just a little headset thing at the side would work just as well, I would say. But it's very good audio. And cool how you can walk around totally free of wires, not needing a battery pack or anything like that, and it all charges with simple cables into the computer. But I wonder if there is a little bit of, like, if I touch the headset at all, you possibly hear that. But otherwise, it does mean that if I'm touching the camera and I'm like touching it, you're not hearing kind of the static or the noise of somebody actually touching the camera. So that is the audio quality you get with just the headset powered on and not the actual internal mics on as well. So there you go. And lastly, a little test on the audio quality difference that you get when they're in their subsequent skeleton housing. So again, here's the poem. The train may have passed over the T 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. So that's it with the audio pack, and now I'm going to stick it without the audio pack into here. And that was it with just the mic on, so not the Bluetooth part on as well. And that's it back into, so this is effectively how you get the GoPro, this is effectively how you get the GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition in its skeleton case. It's a much smaller case. You know, the device, when it's got the audio pack, is a little bit bigger there. So here's the audio comparison. The train may have passed over the T 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. Okay, so for all those tests, I've done it so it's pretty much at the same volume, same speed, same tone, and that should have been a good enough idea of the quality of the difference in qualities. Hope that helps. Bye-bye. The train may have passed over the T 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, for the track was blown away. The train may have passed over the T 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. The train may have passed over the T 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. The train may have passed over the T 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. The train may have passed over the T 1,000 times in just one day, but one day the train did not make it, as the track was blown away. No, what am I on about? I'm talking about, oh no! I've left my thing in the house. Right, okay, I had my little GoPro, my Jobby Gorilla Pod, which I'd be able to attach to the front of the car, and then you could hear how you don't get any wind noises at all. But don't have that, but I think you get the idea. Effectively, all you're doing is getting the sound from the microphone and not from the GoPro. So, is it any better than without it though? That's the question.